Why not an 8-year deal for 4.85 if he takes that? I think that's a pretty fair contract, and that's a budget contract. How you guys doing today? It's Jake from the Fourth Liners podcast. And yes, it's been a while since we made some YouTube content for you guys, but we are back, or at least we're trying to be. But we're gonna do as much as we can for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy these videos that are coming up. The video that we are going to record today, you probably already seen it by the title and the thumbnail. We're gonna play on my Xbox. We are gonna play NHL 25 franchise mode. Team that we are going to be recording today is not the Kitchener Rangers, but the New York Rangers. The only Rangers related theme that I had, so I flopped it on. Kitchener Rangers went to the game. Definitely gonna make a vlog for that as well, just a TikTok reel version, so keep an eye out for that. Like I said, we still have podcasts coming out. I really do want to get back into maybe guest episodes. It's hard to get guest episodes, but we're trying our best. We're trying to do some more YouTube content because I feel like we could have a lot of fun, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about, some hot takes. Just think about it. There's a lot of things that we could do, especially like this franchise mode. So definitely gonna play some more franchise mode for you guys, and we're gonna get into it here, and hopefully win the cup as the New York Rangers. And Chris Drury, you are fired. Okay, let's get started here. We're finally back up and running here, and obviously the last time we did this, like I said, the layout screen did look a lot different, and you know what, we were doing the Vancouver Canucks, but I didn't end up finishing it. So this one I'm dedicated to finishing because I love franchise mode and I play it all the time, so I might as well record it, make it a series for you guys, and make it interesting, and maybe chop it up a little bit more so it's not so long for you guys. Maybe not. Maybe you guys like the natural hour-long video, or I'll try to make it around 40 minutes so it's not so bad to watch, or maybe 30 minutes. But let me know if you don't care how long they are. I mean, at least an hour is pretty good for me, but let me know if you like a longer one or a shorter one. But Bryce is definitely going to want to come in and play some franchise mode with me, and we may have some cool ideas with that. I'm really going to push it because I think we have the tools now, and I think in the new year we should really start getting into this. I really enjoy this. So let's take a look at the New York Rangers. So currently they're not doing well, right? It's a pretty bad time in the Big Apple. So I mean, Chris Drury had a bad repertoire. Chris Drury had a bad, relationship with his players. So, it was time for him to go. And obviously, in real life, Jacob Trouba experienced that, so we don't have a captain right now. A lot of our original players that have been here for a while, they're supposedly up for grabs. And you know what? I'll go into the settings later to show you guys what I did to, the draft and, all that and the scouting. So we can look at the lineup here first, though. I just want to see the face of the team. I don't know why they have the lines like this. It's really weird. But I guess you can alternate players throughout, the season. But I don't like putting why is Will Cooley on the fourth line? I guess in real life maybe it works, but if he's an 85, let's get him back up here. I'm just gonna adjust these here, and then we'll list out the lines here from line to line. But let me see. It's not looking bad. So this is what confuses me in real life. They really shouldn't be this bad. So I mean, it's definitely just, I think, morale there and chemistry. I don't think it's even the coaching. I mean, it could be, but after that Trouba situation, I mean, after you trade your captain, it's pretty much in the garbage, I would say. But we're definitely. I'm gonna try to retool this team. I don't think going for the cup in this first year would be a great decision in my opinion, but if it ended up happening, we could definitely add some assets like at the deadline if we were in that position, but I don't know if we will be. Definitely going to try to go for a lottery pick, right? It's just, I think it's a smart move for the Rangers, and they never went through a rebuild, so I think maybe it's kind of time for a rebuild, retool. I mean, they just can't keep doing the retool, kind of, and like drafting somewhat good players. I mean, they got lucky with Lafreniere. Definitely a guy that, a lot of teams are looking at, but I don't know if I would like to trade him in this franchise mode necessarily. So, I was suggesting to Bryce on the podcast that you guys should check out. We just, while we're releasing episode 91, by the time this is out, episode 91 will be out. And, I was saying Matt Rempe should be a defenseman instead, but then Bryce is like, he's a little slow for a defenseman. So I want to see his speed to see how slow he is. Where is it? Okay, he's not that slow. Honestly, I feel like, his defensive awareness maybe could be a little bit better. But they could train him on that. I think he'd be a better defenseman than a forward, in my opinion. And imagine trying to get past a 6'7", 241 defenseman. 241 pounds, sorry. Defenseman. That's only getting bigger and tougher. So, we could definitely try to put him on the defense. So let me know if you want to put Matt Rempe on defense. That'd be hilarious. We'll get to the defense in a second. Let me organize this a little bit more. Put him on the center. Schittle on the center. I'm gonna say Schittle because that's how I like to say his name. I don't even know if that's actually how you say his name, but I'll say it like that. Heidel, something like that. You guys let me know in the comments too. I'd like to hear from you guys. I remember having a lot of engagement from you guys from the franchise mode, which I really like. So I definitely want to see that from you guys again, and definitely don't be afraid to comment what you guys want to see on this franchise mode. Definitely have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, so looking at the forward core, I don't know who's scratched just yet, but we'll look at that too. But we got Artemi Panarin. 95 overall, definitely our franchise guy. We can't trade him. Got a no move clause unless he's willing to, waive it. But I really don't think he is unless we're like really, really bad. And he's only 32, so we can definitely. That's a guy. If we're going the retool route, that's definitely a guy that would be beneficial for us to have. So I feel like Mika is a guy I do want to trade, but this is a guy we would actually have to see. This is the problem with, I guess, with that Chris Drury is having to deal with that, like himself. I guess you got to think about that too, with all the contracts that he signed. These guys have no move clauses right now. Like even Trocheck for this year, he has no move clause, so we can't do anything about him right now. Right, not until the next year. So, how about Kreider? Kreider has a few teams he can be traded to, though, so that's not too bad. But I don't know. It's interesting. Okay, but maybe we can convince them to waive their no move clause. But I think we'd have to trade out the rest of the squad to make us really crappy and for them want to be on a playoff squad instead of our squad. But that's something I don't know if we should do or we will do. So let's look at the defense core here now. Pretty decent. I think this is a really good D core. So I don't know why they're doing so bad. Again, it's probably their morale. So I don't know. We could definitely get a refresh in the coach, I would say. I don't know if the coach. Who's the coach of the Rangers? Let's go check that out just for a second here, because I'm blanking on the coaches. I don't, you know what I mean? Like I used to not know all the coaches' names. Now they're getting I'm not stardom, but like something like that. Oh, Peter Laviolette. I knew that too. And see, I like the real coaches in here. It's pretty cool. I've been waiting forever for that. But this is what our coaching staff looks like. B- for our AHL coach, generalist. I'll take that. I like that. I'm okay with our coaching staff. I honestly think it was the GM that was the problem for them. And you know what? Got a new GM here. Wrong hat, but hopefully the New York Rangers will send me one, but probably not. But yeah, guys, so let's go back into the edit lines here to just see who we have on the squad. And we'll definitely go into contracts too, just to see, or maybe we'll go into trade proposal just to see who our prospects are as well. I don't know how many they have really, but Lindgren, pretty good defenseman, defensive defenseman. Definitely keep him for now. I mean, maybe not. He could be a trading piece, right? He's 26, so I don't imagine him growing anymore, but maybe to like an 85. But he's a solid defensive defenseman, and he'd be good for our squad if we were looking to make the playoffs, like our run at least. But right now, we're very uncertain of that, so I think I want to ship him off somewhere. And so definitely give me some suggestions for Ryan Lindgren here. We'll definitely go through the we'll browse the trading block just to see like what teams are giving up. I'm not gonna make any trades in this first one. I mean, I could if I really wanted to, but I'm just doing a general overview of the roster, and maybe we'll make one big move just to start off the series here. But I would definitely like to make a big move. Like a guy like Adam Fox, not going. I like him, and I think he's not a problem on any team, so definitely not going anywhere. Braden Schneider, he's only getting better. I like him. Keandre Miller, same thing. Like, these guys are staying on our squad. They're young, good defensemen. I wouldn't want to trade them. I mean, Lindgren's probably up for grabs. Borgen is 27. Not terrible, but, you know, it's not the greatest. I don't know. I want to see... I know our goalies are Shesterkin and Quickie, right? I wouldn't mind trading Igor. Is that crazy? If I traded Igor Shesterkin? And I could. This would be the year to do it. Right? Because after that, he's making $11.8 million. And this is the updated rosters, by the way. So, I don't really want to pay my goalie that. And the return we could get for Igor would be pretty insane. And I think, you know, maybe they need a new goaltending. Maybe they don't need to rely on goaltending as much as they do, right? If we properly build a roster here. So let's see. I mean, we definitely have Quick here. Look, Quick could even like this guy could literally be our starter if we really needed it. You know, 83 overall, and he's only making 1.275. That's not bad. Let's see here. On our scratch. Okay, we have a few players, but they're not like NHL regulars. This is the guy who got traded for Trouba. I mean, yeah, he's not gonna last long here probably. Edstrom, 23. Brett Berard, definitely a guy that's one of our prospects, top 6 forward, 76 overall. He's not bad, 22 years old. So that's definitely a guy. I want to play him in the AHL though. Let's take a look at the AHL roster, actually. Othman, I mean, it sucks because like I really liked him as a player. 16th overall pick for the Rangers in 2021. You would think he would like be a lot better by now. I mean, he's 78 overall, but they have him as a top 9. I didn't update any of the rosters. I didn't think so. Whoa. Okay, Kaliev, I didn't know that. So we have Kaliev right here. They just claimed him off waivers, so I guess they just placed him in the AHL. So just imagine him on this NHL roster, which we'll probably do. We'll probably call him back up here. Matt Rempe. Yeah, he doesn't. We don't even have room on defense for him, so probably send him down. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Matt Rempe fan, but I don't hate him. You know what I mean? So. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna grow. He's bottom 6. You know, he's just a guy that just will get penalty minutes for us. I'd rather have a grinder on that 4th line or a power forward that will, you know, be physical but also maybe get some points. So he can contribute to the team, but he's not getting any points. That's for sure. So definitely Kaliev's a better guy to have up here. Definitely a guy who will score goals for sure. I think he's a great player. And if you looked at his junior points, yeah, they're not here, eh? But man, he had like over 100 points one year. pretty sure he's playing for the Sarnia Sting, but could be wrong there. But he actually was like really, really good in the CHL. So excited to have him on the team. I totally forgot about that. And then we got this guy. I'm not gonna say his name. He's bottom 6. Probably won't be on our team much longer. Girl. Man, I'm gonna butcher so many names. So sorry. I actually have his. I have a rookie card of him numbered. So, he's a pretty decent player. 24 years old, 2nd round pick. Not too bad. I don't know if he's gonna have. I don't know if I really seen him grow. I know who he is. I just don't know how to say his name properly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna crack the NHL roster, but it's a possibility. I mean, Jake. This is the guy. Oh, I thought that was the guy that was drafted by Boston, but that must be a different guy, different last name. But yeah, we'll put him on the first line here. I mean, we're definitely gonna have to edit this, and we're definitely gonna sign some guys. Yeah, it's a lot of veterans on this team. I mean, yeah, you got Korjak. See, this is another guy's name. How do you guys say that? Korjak? Probably something like that. I mean, his brother's on Vegas, so I mean, he's 21. He's top 9. I don't know if he's gonna be coming up to the NHL. See, there's another vet on the team, Belzile. But this guy's not so bad. But Donald Barker, I've seen him grow a little bit, so definitely play him a little bit in the AHL if we can. Adam Sikora, this is a guy that we definitely need to keep an eye on and prioritize his growth, because I've seen him grow to at least an 87 overall. So I definitely would like to see that happen again. So definitely will take him off that 4th line in the AHL and give him more minutes there, because he definitely is a good player when you give him minutes. So yeah, Mackey, veteran. Rudel's veteran. This guy, he's been calling Mancini. He's been called up a few times to the NHL. I'm pretty sure. I mean, he's okay. He's top 6. He's not gonna really. I haven't seen him grow so much. Maybe 80 would be the highest I'd see him growing to. Fitzgerald's a veteran. Ben Harper, veteran. Oh my God, yeah, 22, but 7th defenseman. Then we go to goalies. Louis Domingue. Oh my God. 32. Maybe we can ship him off so we can get Dylan Garand playing a few more games. Who do we have? Anyone else? Who's this? We got Hugo Olas. Thailand. What am I doing? Taylin Boyko. He's a 4th round pick from 2021. Olas is a 7th round pick. Okay. I mean, I know why they have him in the AHL. Definitely a guy in real life that could be called up to the NHL, maybe in this game, to be, an emergency goalie, or not an e-bug, but like a guy that they need last minute kind of. And he's in the AHL. If a guy gets injured, they could easily call him up. But 79 overall is a little too low for me, and I just don't think he's benefiting us, as we can have our younger guys playing and not him. So definitely look in the free agency to see if there's any guys that are left over, because there's always guys like that. Looking through here, this is older scratch players in the AHL. He's not terrible. Just trying to see if there's any guys with potential. I'm not seeing much. I'm not gonna lie. So Chris Drury really did not care about prospects. I mean, we have a few, and I bet honestly it looks like one of our top prospect is Adam Sikora. Unless, I gotta definitely look at our trade, just because there might be some players in the CHL that I can't see. But Arthur Kaliev, pretty good. I mean, we definitely got to call him up to the NHL. So, but I'll do that after there. But I do want to look in our proposed trade, just because it's a little easier for me to visualize and see it that way. I know people go into view contracts, but I just feel like there's so many numbers. I guess there's a lot of numbers here too. But what was I looking at again? Yeah, just seeing our prospects. I mean, I guess Will Cooley is considered one of our prospects. Okay, good. I guess Will Cooley is considered one of our prospects. He's a second round pick. I mean, this season he's been doing pretty well. I don't know if that's the season stats, but you guys, if you've been watching any Rangers games, he's been pretty dominant on the ice. So definitely gonna keep him. I wish he wasn't a top 9 high, but that might change because this game is actually pretty good for changing, potential. So some guys have a chance that maybe can resurge their career, which I really like. And that's that one thing that's changed about the game, and I do like it. So yeah, we keep going on. Cheadle, he's only 25, but I don't see him growing so much. He could grow a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe up to an 87 overall, but we'd really have to play him and give him a lot of ice time. Right now he's playing on the third line if we do have him, but we definitely got to make some moves, and the team's gonna definitely change up a bit, and the lineups are gonna juggle, but we're definitely going to be more structured. I would say be more structured and definitely have our assets, so we can call up AHL players to be, regular NHL players when our guys retire, because it's very, very, very important. Yeah, I'm looking at nothing here. This is crap. Our best prospect, I would say. I mean, according to this, Braden Schneider is our best prospect, and he's 22. That's just saying. Will Cooley maybe too, and Miller, but they're not really prospects anymore, are they? They're not. Sikora would be technically our best prospect, and that's not good. I don't think that's good. Not one bit, right? But we can go to view contracts just to see kind of like what their contracts are like, and what, kind of gives us an idea of what we can like move around. But let's see, main roster, yes. But let's see. So Zibanejad, 8.5 for 1, 2, 3. Oh man, yeah, that's a tough contract to move. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that. Trocheck, can we trade him this year? Was that his contract? No, but after this year. So we gotta bear with him this season. That's okay. He's not. 5.6. That's actually not bad, especially if you're giving away some cap. You're gonna want to keep some as well to keep it balanced. But yeah, Philip Cheadle. 1, 2, 3, 4 years, or 3 years. He has 3 years at 4.440, but that's not a bad contract for him. I honestly will keep him because I do like that contract for that. Top 6, 84 overall, 25 years old, centerman / left winger. For that's not so much of a gamble. So I'm willing to keep him on the team for that contract. It's not like a terrible contract, and I kind of want to see if he can do something. Alexis Lafreniere, obviously, yeah, he's making 2.325 this year, but the next 2 years he can be making 7.45 for how many years? That's a steal. That's a budget contract right there, and honestly, good on him, because that's something that will help you out and help you win a Stanley Cup, and something looks like he's willing to do. So definitely won't move him. I think he's definitely a piece. He's already 87 overall, but he's a piece that we're gonna have to keep and build around. So that's I guess he's a good prospect too. I guess if you're calling him a prospect as well. And then Chris Kreider, we can still move him because he has a no move clause, which probably means you can't send him down to the AHL, but you can. Yeah, I mean, 75 points last season. See, like, that's crazy compared to this season. It's total turnaround for the New York Rangers. But we're gonna do another turnaround too. What am I trying to look at here? Oh, sorry, 6.5 mil. It's not that much. I mean, for 3 more years too. If we can't, move his contract, it's not the end of the world. I mean, we have $6 million left over in cap space, so that gives us a little bit of breathing room to kind of like maneuver through some trades and stuff like that. But Will Cooley, we should try to extend. Let's do that right now. Do we have to negotiate with them? That's a new thing in this too. You have to negotiate contracts. I mean, in the old ones, we never had to do that. It's kind of like it was a little easier back then. I mean, it is easy this time too, but you kind of have to work for it a little bit more. I mean, which is fair. Some guys really don't want to come to your franchise, which I think is cool too. But we see Will Cooley. Yeah, that's actually not a bad contract. We have $9.7 million for next year for our extension remaining dollars. But let's see, 8 years. I mean, he's not going to want 2.5 for 8 years. But I wonder if we can get a budget contract out of him. See, look. I mean, it makes sense for him, right? Like top 9 forward, but he's still 85. Like I think he's almost willing to take that budget contract. Huh. I don't know. I was gonna go negotiate with him, but I'm gonna offer him. I mean, it's kind of crazy. 8 years for Will Cooley, but I mean, he's proven that he's a good player, and he's gonna be. He could be a first or second line forward. I mean, he is already a second line forward, so why not an 8-year deal for 4.85 if he takes that? Let's give him a clause. I like to give guys clauses. I mean, I've been getting used to the game. It does persuade them a little bit more to your organization, because sometimes they're just really not interested. But I'm gonna give him. I mean, I feel like 12 teams is too much. Maybe not if he's here for 8 years. 12 teams is pretty fair. Okay, I think that's a pretty fair contract, and that's a budget contract. So yeah, take a few days to answer that, and then we'll come back to you there. But let's see. I mean, we got VC here back in the New York Rangers. Remember when there was the sweepstakes for Jimmy VC? But then we got Berard here too. That's definitely one of our prospects, and we got to play him as much as we can. Let's see, right wingers. Riley Smith is our only like natural right winger. Not even, he's left-handed, and he's a left winger. I mean, I guess it's possible, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he's a good player, but we just, for where we are right now, I don't think we need him. So we definitely can probably ship him off. I don't think he has any clauses on him either. Does he? Oh, he does. Okay, in 8 teams. He only doesn't want to be traded to 8 teams. That's pretty manageable for him. And then defenseman. I mean, Adam Fox's contract is unreal. Like, not in a good way. I mean, I guess it's not over 10, right? It's not 10. It's below 10. 9.5 for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for another 5 years. That's not bad. And I'll take that because the cap's definitely going to go up, and we're going to see our players want like $20 million eventually, like years into the franchise mode. But for right now, that's not going to happen. I would see us honestly extending Keandre Miller, which we can probably explore right now. But let's look at our rest of our defense core. Braden Schneider's not a good deal. But after this year, I would like to extend him to like an 8-year deal. I mean, I don't know if he will get good, but I have seen him be decent for sure and be a decent player. I mean, especially even at 85 overall, he's a good defensive defenseman. Pretty sure it's good defensive awareness. Yeah, 88. Yeah, he's a good defensive player. Sorry. My bad. My bad, guys. Okay. Yeah, and then we have like our bottom pairing defense. I mean, we got Lindgren here, who's definitely at $4.5 million off our books would be pretty nice. Definitely a guy. I mean, yeah, he'd be nice to have for our squad, but we don't necessarily need him for right now. Will Borgen, definitely a guy we can also give up. $2.7 million on his book, so if we can get him off ours, that would be pretty nice too. Definitely some cap relief there. And then we got Zach Jones. I guess he's actually pretty decent, but he's a top 6. He's top 60. I don't really see him going, higher than an 80, or an 81 at least, maybe, or an 82. Because, I haven't seen him go that high. But maybe he will. Maybe he won't. And maybe I'm just, haven't experienced that yet. But, 23 years old, definitely can contribute. And especially, I do like offensive defensemen, so to have an offensive defenseman, maybe paired with a defensive defenseman on the bottom 6 pairing, the bottom 2 pairing, or whatever you call it, would be actually pretty ideal. And then we got Vankanainen. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. See, how can I say his name? I probably said it wrong. But he's got 1.1 as well. Definitely maybe look at moving him as well. Like, we got 49 out of 50 contracts. We got to sign some good players that have some potential. I would like to, maybe 25 below, with good potential, like those kind of players. Goalie wise, I went over to the RFA. Yes, so we have Igor. Yeah, there's his 11.5, which I'm kind of interested in moving, if I'm not gonna lie. I think it would be a smart thing for us to do. I know everyone's like, what the hell are you talking about? Why would you trade Igor Shesterkin, the best goalie probably in the NHL? Because you know what? Sometimes you don't need the best goalie in the NHL. You need the right ones. Team Canada found out the hard way that maybe that wasn't true, but I need to find out the hard way. And I think it's a good kind of reset kind of for this team. And I think we can get a lot of value back for him. So, we can make it worthwhile. There's definitely goalies that have high potential that can definitely replace him, and last a lot longer. He's 28, right? He's in his prime now. We can definitely get a goalie that's younger and has potential and can potentially be like him. So, and maybe someone else with him. You know what I mean? Like, he is that much value. He's 93 overall, he's franchise goaltender. The only that's pretty fair. 7.5 for 8 years. And we'll give him a clause. Modified no trade clause. We'll give him 16 teams. That's a good deal. Yeah, don't rush into it, Andre Miller. Just let us know when you want, man. We're in no rush here. we're definitely relaxing. I hope you guys have a snack there, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that to you guys, but I mean, if you guys do want to subscribe, that'd be, most appreciated. We're definitely, like I said, trying to get some more content out there, and you guys subscribing, liking, sharing, everything like that really helps us reach more people. So that content will get to people, and won't be wasting our time. And I never find it wasting my time because I enjoy doing it, even if no one watches. You know what I'm saying? It's just fun for me. So if you guys want to relax and watch a chill GM mode, or I still call it GM mode, franchise mode, just tune into the Fourth Liners podcast. You'll find one here. And right now we're doing the New York Rangers. So what else can we look at? I mean, so what I did for the scouting, I mean, I can show you the settings here. You guys can disagree with my settings. I'm not changing them. But rules here, let's see. The playing rules don't matter so much. But I play franchise mode with the injuries off. It's just too annoying with injuries on. Even in the playoffs, I don't even turn them on. I just don't want to go into changing the lines that much. I know it's more realistic to do it that way, but it's not realistic. It's honestly more annoying than realistic, I would find. But we're just gonna keep it off for now. And then also, I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with auto rotative goalies on, just because I like to do that, honestly, and I feel like in this game it's benefited me a lot more. Just, I think maybe how the game sims now, and definitely you don't need this. Like I said, you don't need a star goaltender to win games, so you definitely need a good squad though, right? So we got auto scouting here, amateur scouting only. So I don't do pro scouts because there's no point of it. I mean, I can see I don't like Fog of War. I think it's one of the most stupidest things that you could have done. I get scouting. I get scouting players and teams, but like that, I hate the Fog of War. Just let me scout the players and then show me what their potential is, or I'll just blind it. I don't care, right? So, and I don't want like players like overalls changing and stuff like that. It's just so weird to me. I mean, they can change like a little bit with like not that setting on, and I'm okay with that because I think it's a little cool that they can like go up and overall, because it does happen, right? But with the Fog of War, it's too confusing. I like to know what the actual overall is, not with the Fog of War on and everything like that. So we'll just keep it off. And I don't usually do this though, but I kept the draft class quality on high. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to try it out for this one. And then the prospect quality, the generated prospects, high. And then the sim shot engine frequency, I'm going to put that on medium. I don't know why that was on high. And then trade difficulty is on medium as well. It's just way too hard to do it on hard. It's just way too hard to do it on hard. So we're just going to keep it on medium. I don't care. I'm sure most people keep it on medium as well. I mean, I could play on hard, but it just doesn't make it as fun, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what the settings are. It's gonna be fun though, because this is a team that has history, and and we need to. This is a team that has history, and we need to, replenish that history and, not disgrace the New York Ranger name. We're an original 6 franchise. It's time for us to actually, win that another Stanley Cup, because, Mark Messier, he's not the only one that can carry this, legacy. It's got to be Adam Fox. It's got to be, whoever's staying here, I'm saying Will Cooley, like 8-year contract, K'Andre Miller, right? We need these guys to be core pieces. We need to go draft some guys. Alexis Lafreniere, he's here for life, man. So let's hope these guys can replenish the original 6, legacy that they have here. I just want to go see their jerseys here. Let's see Panarin and the Rangers jersey, so you guys can see. There we go, Artemi Panarin. I mean, possibly in real life could be traded, but I don't see him being traded, honestly. But it sounds like a lot of people are up for grabs, so you never know. He'd have to waive his no move clause, which we're not going to do for him either. We're definitely going to keep him because he's our top guy, 95 overall. It's the bread man. You can't get rid of him. So Adam Fox, same thing. But that's really cool. But yeah, I didn't really want to get into much here. But yeah, we're gonna browse the trading block just so we can see kind of like what's available. Anaheim just has draft picks available. Boston has a few prospects here. So we got some veterans on Buffalo. I mean, they should be trying to give up a lot more. Maybe we can go over some of their assets because they're not doing so well. So that might be a good team to kind of venture off and look into. Calgary Flames, just some minor players with some draft picks. And then this Unger Sorum, interesting guy. Playmaker, maybe that's a guy we can go after. That's a guy that we can add to the asset management and make sure we have guys that we can call up. Olafson, he's always up for grabs in the trading block for some reason in these games. Not so bad here. It's not anything special. Wonder who else is here. Like, I was playing the game the other day and Matt Savoy was on the trading block for the Oilers. I'm like, why are you giving him up? You just got him, and also, I mean, I know it's the game, but like how his elite potential, like, oh yeah, let's give him up. I know they're trying to make the playoffs, but I would hold on to him. Yeah, okay, they fixed that because he's not here right now. He's definitely, a better, and he doesn't deserve to be traded. But Sam O'Reilly's definitely an interesting guy I see here. Late first round pick. I mean, definitely could be a good asset too. Like, even if we grow, like, third line guys, fourth line guys, I'm happy with that. Riley Heidt is another guy. Kupalainen. I'm not saying his name. I don't know how to say his name. But, some veterans on Montreal. It's basically the whole Nashville Predators team because they are garbage. Very, very stinky garbage. Just, something that maybe looked so good on paper didn't translate, and they're not doing well together. So, I mean, they need to figure it out too. So, they're doing kind of the same thing. Devils, not really anyone, Not really anyone here. David Perron, I don't want a veteran. Interesting. Veterans on Pittsburgh because they're in a tough position as well. Okay, some veterans here. There's not much, but I mean, we did see some prospects that we can get for asset management. So maybe we'll target some of those guys. I don't think I'm gonna make a big deal here, just because we're running the 40-minute mark here. Oh, but Brendan Brisson, that'd definitely be a good guy too. I've seen him grow a little bit, and I definitely seen him be a decent player. So that would be a cool guy to add to the squad, and definitely a guy that can we can grow to play for the NHL squad one day. Maybe potentially second line. I've seen it happen. Washington's just trying to give up their veterans. Chaz Lucius is pretty decent too. Definitely a third line guy. I've seen him get too. Even Colby Barlow, good player. Braden Yager. We can even just get all three of their top prospects here because they're willing to give them up for some reason. But yeah, that's I guess that's the trading block. So if you guys see any younger prospects in there that we can trade for, I'm not really going for veterans. But I didn't really see any huge prospects in there as well. So, I mean, if you guys saw any there, or if you guys have any in mind, definitely comment below. If there's no comments, I'll definitely make the move myself. So, let's go see, let's see what else else? The view draft class. I want to see what the draft class looks like. Is this guy real? Because I keep seeing that last name. I don't think so. I think these are added players right here, but it's updated. Matthew Schaefer. I don't know why it does that. Matthew Schaefer. Oh, his picture's there too. It might have been there before, but he's closer up to that first overall contention. If these guys weren't here, probably would have happened. I mean, Haggins, I think. I don't know if that's this year's draft. That's going to happen, but he's definitely a guy that they have in consideration. Porter Martone always went high in the EA drafts, but now I guess he's going higher. Victor Eklund, too. Definitely a guy that's going higher, it looks like. Malcolm Spence, Roger McQueen, Michael Misa, Desernel. I don't know how to say his name. French names I really struggle with. I think that's Jake O'Brien. Yeah. I know Jordan Gavin's pretty decent as well. Frondale, I've heard, is pretty decent. I think Schmidt is supposed to be good. Cameron Schmidt. Ekberg. I mean, this is the goalie of the future. He's supposed to go in first round, 26 overall. Gabriel Dag. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty basic going for him, I would say. So I don't really like to go for him all the time. So maybe we probably won't try to trade for him. I want to make it a little hard for myself to, like, you know, build this team up. I know there's Ravensbergen. I don't know if they improved him or they decreased him, but he was a low elite. Know that, so definitely a guy that can possibly grow. Just trying to see, is there any gems? Because I mean, we'll definitely, you know, do the scouts throughout the season. I know how important it is. When I'm doing it by myself, I don't do the scouts, but with you guys, I definitely will. No gems just yet. Maybe these guys, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it to show right now. Our captains. Yeah, we don't have a captain right now. So that's also a thing you guys can comment if you guys really want to. Who should be the next captain of the New York Rangers? I mean, we're definitely going to swap some players around, but I can tell you some forever players is Adam Fox. I guess Miller as well. Who else is a forever player? I mean, right now Panarin is, but I wouldn't really name him captain. But if you guys suggest that, he's consideration. Alexis Lafreniere, I could see him being a captain here, just because of the loyalty with this team and the hard work he's really tried to be a good player in the league and prove his first overall, you know, status. So, and taking that discount deal, you know, which he could have got more money somewhere else, right? But he definitely stayed with this team. And especially through hard times, which they are going through right now. Mika, I don't see him here forever. So, I mean, maybe a few years ago I would consider him as captain. But after this year, I think it's just time for him to move on from the Rangers. Trocheck is going to be moving on, I think. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, the forever players, I would say. I mean, Will Cooley too. But yeah. That's about it for the forever players. Maybe Schneider, but maybe not. Too bad. I mean, we can't make goalies captain in this game. But, you know, I always say to Bryce, hey, remember Bobby Lou? And he's like, it didn't work. It did work. So we won't do that. But, yeah, so that's about it. That's our team right now. I mean, maybe we can advance a day just to see if... Let's view our owner goals just to see what he wants. Yeah, he wants us to win the Stanley Cup. It's not going to happen. I'm so sorry, buddy. It's not going to happen. We're going to go the other direction. Yeah, and you want us to win our regular season home opener? That might happen. And then I expect you to fan happiness. They might be a little upset for a few years. I'm so sorry. Nope, don't want a conversation. Can I go back? No. Am I stuck? Oh, I guess I'm stuck. Oh, it's just because, oh, I see, because I was simulating. I thought I accidentally hit him. Yeah, so this is another new thing too. So it's a season goal. On paper, yeah, I agree. We'll just agree with him. just focus on conditioning. Just for now, we'll just focus on conditioning because I don't know where we're going with this team. Well, I kind of do, but not really. And we definitely got to plan that out. I'm gonna do some thinking here to see who we can, trade for. You guys definitely have people in mind. I definitely know that. But I want to get these guys signed. Yeah, so sorry. These are all their scouts that I was signing beforehand that you guys didn't see. Hopefully we can see our extensions in the next few minutes here. Just got to go through all these freaking scouts that... See, this is the thing. That maybe they could make the scouting a little more efficient. Let's allocate our budget, though, just so we're ready for the season. I usually do arena operations like that. And then promotions, I think they're pointless. Especially we're not really focused on, I don't really focus on the jersey sales. Doesn't matter. You don't really have to. But the coaching budget, we're going to put up a little bit here. Maybe we'll put down the advertising. But I like the coaching budget up just in case we need to make a change. Save budget there. And the operations budget we definitely need for, fixing the arena. I mean, I do it sometimes, but not all the time. So let's see. Okay, we're still getting the scouts in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I think Will Cooley accepted, but I think Keandre Miller declined, which I think I was expecting. Let's see. Where are the contracts? Right here. Let's see. Will Cooley's a left winger. Oh yes, he signed that deal. An 8-year deal for $4.850. So you guys can tell me if that was a bad deal or not. But in my opinion, that's a steal. I think that's a bargain deal, and I think that's the kind of player he is, that he would take a deal like that to, become a championship winning team. And that's the type of players that you need on a team to win cup. So good on him for taking that discount. Keandre Miller didn't really want to take the $7 million deal there. But we can definitely venture off and try to, negotiate a new contract with him in the next episode. But I'm going to, end it here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Definitely just to start up, maybe a little more boring, but I promise you the next episodes are going to be more exciting. We did get, Will Cooley extended to an 8-year deal, $4 million for 8 years. So I think that's a win for this episode. The team definitely needs to be fixed, I would say. Chris Drury really, I don't think he's the greatest guy for this job. Definitely for the guys that are there right now, at least, and they don't mesh well. So definitely see if anything changes in real life, but definitely gonna change in this game. So who knows? Maybe we'll trade Igor Shesterkin in the next video. But let me know what you guys want to see and all the things I've asked you guys to do. Let me know what you guys think, and check out all our links that will be linked below.